Strawberry coffee jelly. When you're craving for something to eat, but you're the picky kind, it's good to know some basic cooking skills, especially your favorite ones. I picked up cooking when I was out of the country, alone and away from home. Out of necessity, after months of consuming Western diet, I consulted my mom over the phone on how to cook local dishes like nasi lima or some other dishes in order to satisfy my cravings. This was in the 80s, no internet, and phone call across the country costs a bomb. After a year or so, I was able to cook decent meals, both Malaysian and Western dishes, to the extent of having friends over for dinner regularly to sample my cooking. For me, cooking is about having the right common sense and envisioning how the end product would look and taste. Quite straightforward, really, yet quite therapeutic. I love desserts, but they are so full of sugar. These days I try to minimize my sugar intake. That's why I have to make my own dessert, using alternative, healthier substitutes. Like for this recipe I'm sharing today, which is the strawberry coffee jelly. Give it a try. It's nice when served cold on a hot summer's day. For those sugar lovers, you can just use normal white sugar. For this recipe you'll need 4 slices of sandwich bread, 2 medium-sized eggs, 200 milliliter condensed milk, 125 milliliter water, 10 grams of agar-agar powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, 2 grams of instant coffee granule diluted with a spoonful of hot water, 2 tablespoons of sugar substitute. I use Hegula, 2 tablespoons of sugar-free strawberry preserves, 2 tablespoons of butter, 600 milliliters of water. This is an easy recipe to make and takes less than an hour to cook. However, the cooling period will offset you a few hours in the fridge. A pinch of salt added towards the end of cooking enhances the flavor. Shred the bread into smaller pieces and put them in a blender. Then add the condensed milk, water, eggs and vanilla essence together into the blender. Blend for about 30 to 45 seconds until well incorporated and no bread residue is present. Set aside. Meanwhile, pour 600 milliliters of water into a pan and add the sugar substitute as well as the agar-agar powder. Heat the mixture at low heat while constantly stirring the liquid to avoid hardened clumps at the base and to ensure everything is well dissolved. Add the liquefied bread mixture from the blender into the pan before it evaporates. Add butter and a pinch of salt, if you want, and continue to stir continuously until the mixture thickens and started to boil.
Divide the cooked mixture into 3 equal parts in separate containers. Dilute the coffee with some hot water. Mix well. Add the coffee liquid into 1 part. Mix well. The sugar-free strawberry preserve in another container. Mix well. And leave the 3rd part as it is. For aesthetic reasons, you might want to add a drop of pink food coloring in the strawberry container to give it more vibrancy. Mix well. Pour these three mixtures alternately into a plastic mold. And as much as possible, try to separate the colors from mixing with each other too much. Then use a rod such as a chopstick to draw swirling patterns all over the liquid. Let it cool on the table for about an hour before putting it in the fridge to let it set and harden into jelly for another 5 hours or more. Some patience is needed here.
5 hours later.
Cut using jelly cutter, or you can use a butter knife if you're not too particular about aesthetics. After all, they will end up into your stomach anyway. But if you're trying to impress someone significant, like your parents, grandparents, aunt, or someone you fancy, try to cut neatly and pay attention to the presentation. After all, you do want to make a good impression on your culinary expertise, right? This jelly tastes great when served cold, and is usually a hit with kids, especially little girls, due to the beige and pink hues coming from the strawberry and coffee. It is also appropriate for senior citizens with limited ability to bite and chew. The doubt. Have a nice day, everyone.